Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be an episode of the best of 2013 and I'm going to cover concealers. So I'm going to show you 3 top concealers that I've used for this year and I'm going to rank them from 1, 2 and 3, 1 being the best concealer. So these are not necessarily concealers that have just that were just launched in 2013, but basically concealers that really worked well for me this year. So just to give you an idea of how I use the concealers, I basically have pretty bad dark eye circles, and I basically use the concealers like under my eyes and sometimes on my eyelids as well when I'm not using eyeshadows, and I also use it under my my nose to cover up some redness, and also under my lips because it's a little bit darker there. So it's basically just to kind of even my skin tone under my nose and under my lips, but under my eyes it's really to kind of hide away any darkness. And sometimes I do buy concealers that are a little bit brighter so that it kind of has that brighten up effect. So without further ado, let's get started with number 3. Okay, so this concealer is relatively new to me, but it's been, if you are following makeup blogs and vlogs or Instagram even, you would see that a lot of people really like this particular concealer, and it's the LA Girls Pro Concealer. It looks like that in the tube. So this is generally quite affordable. I think it's about $19, and I got this in the color nude, so it's pretty light. It's, I would say, 2 shades lighter than my skin tone, but there wasn't testers there, so I just had to wing it and get this. I got this at Guardian, so they do sell the LA Girl stuff, and I do see a lot of makeup artists buying like different shades so that they can actually use this. So I really like this, and the tube or the applicator basically looks like that. Okay, so in terms of application, right, I don't actually use this particular brush to kind of apply it because there's a lot of product on there. So what I do is that I will actually put it on my skin, and you can see that I only use very little. Very little of this actually goes a really long way, and then I basically use my hand to kind of just blend it out. So the reason why I don't like this as much as the other 2 that I'm going to show you is that it's generally a little bit more harder to blend out because of the formula. So you can either use your finger, or sometimes I might actually use one of these, like this sort of brush. This is the large shader brush by Sigma. And I would actually use this to kind of blend the concealer around my eyes. So yeah, so I really like this. I think in terms of covering the dark circles, it really does a really good job, especially like even under the nose and under the lips. The only thing that I don't like about it is that it's relatively harder to blend out than the other 2. However, if you are looking for a good concealer that's more affordable, I highly recommend this one. Okay, so the next concealer is the only concealer that actually was currently my favorite in this year, that was actually a favorite last year, and it's the MAC Mineralized Concealer. I got it in the shade NW35. I actually wanted to get it in a shade lighter, but the guy who was actually selling this to me was like, no, you should take it in the same shade. I'm like, there's no rules to makeup, but I want it to be in a lighter shade. But anyway, I'll listen to you and take this as well. Anyway, so this is, I wouldn't say this is a very heavy duty concealer in a sense whereby it will not completely cover up your dark eye circles because it's relatively sheer. However, because of the application, it's really easy to apply. I like to use this like every morning before I go to work because I'm usually like half asleep and I'm really tired, and I just want a concealer that I can just pat and then just use my fingers to blend it out. So enough talk, let's show you the application. So this is how the applicator looks like, and I will usually just do like some pats like that under my eyes and everywhere else that I need, and then I literally just blend it. So you can see it's very, because of the more liquid formula, it's more easily blended. However, because of that formula also, it is a little bit less, it gives you less coverage than the other 2. So that's how that basically blends out, and I really like this. I haven't tried any of the other MAC concealers, but maybe I should after I finish this up, but this is definitely one of my favorite. The number 1 concealer of 2013 for Fifi is the Boing concealer from Benefit, and I really like this. In fact, I recommended this to a couple of friends, and it seems that they really like it as well. So my shade is in number 4, and it was actually a little bit pricey, which is why I was kind of hesitating to get it, but on the box it literally said like heavy duty industrial strength concealer. So I thought, okay, if I wanted to try anything, it would be this one, because Benefit actually has other good concealers, but this is apparently like the most heavy duty one. So it looks like that, and I've used this for like a few months already, and it doesn't look like it's gonna finish anytime soon. So although it looks like pretty hard there, what I do is that I kind of swirl my finger in there, and then once I put it on my skin, even though it's heavy duty and industrial strength, it's actually quite okay to blend it out. It's actually quite blendable. It's a lot more easier to blend this as opposed to this, which comes in liquid, almost liquid format. So that was really good, and in terms of coverage is the best. It really kind of just covers all your dark eye circles, and it's really easy to use, and yeah, you don't really need a lot of products as well, and you will take a pretty long time to finish one little tube. I think this particular one is like 40-ish or 50-ish. It's quite pricey, but definitely worth the money. So if you want to really invest in a good concealer, I highly recommend this. From a girl with really bad dark eye circles to probably someone who has the same problem, go get this one. So I really like this. So because it actually scores high on all the pointers that I'm looking for a concealer, this basically is my number one for 2013. Alrighty, so those are my 3 top concealers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any other concealers that you love as well, do let me know and I will go and check it out. And if you guys actually also love these, also let me know, so at least I know that there are other people who love these products as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and yeah, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.